today I am going to show you a very special recipe. I'm going to make homemade pasta, and not just any pasta, orecchiette. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This is a basic dough recipe that you can use. If you don't want to make the orecchiette, you can do any other kind of pasta that you want, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Alright, so to our board here, we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to do 2 cups of semolina flour. This is a very rustic way to do it. You can do it in a pan or in a bowl with an electric mixer if you want, but I prefer doing it this way. Get your hands dirty. You know that there's lots of love in this pasta. All right, 2 cups of semolina flour. You can find this at any grocery store. Go ahead and put this in there. We're going to mix it all together. So we're going to do equal parts. So if you need to double this recipe, just know that it's equal parts semolina to equal parts all-purpose. We're just going to mix this together really quick. Oh, we also need to do a little pinch of salt in there. So now it's time to make a well there. So we have about 1 1/4 cups of water. We're going to start off with 1 first. Sorry, great. Just do a little bit at a time here, making a well and just slowly adding all the other in there. Just once it's almost all together, just like this, I'm going to start kneading it, kind of getting it all together. Just take it, mix it all together with your hands, just like this. Alright, so we're just going to knead our dough like this. We're going to be kneading for a while here, about 8 minutes. We want those gluten in the flour to form, so we really need to knead it out. It's just like kneading bread. So what we do is we fold it over, fold it back, keep doing it just like this. So we've been kneading it now for about 8 minutes. So now we're just going to leave it on our board and let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we're going to cut it up and make our orecchiette. Alright, so we're just going to roll it out till it's nice and thin here, just like this. About a 1/2 inch thick or so. Perfect. So now, once it's like this, nice and round, we just take our knife. We're going to cut little pieces, little chunks off, just like this. So then, once we cut it like that, we're just going to take our finger, put it down just like that. And that's why you put the semolina or the all-purpose flour on your thumb so it doesn't stick. So there you go, just like that. You're going to keep making your orecchiette. Just like that. Look at how great our little pastas look. We went ahead and just made them all up just like this. So we're going to set them aside now. And we are going to make our wonderful pasta. We're going to do some pancetta. We're going to do some leeks, some garlic. It's going to be delicious. So what we have here is about 1/4 pound of pancetta that I went ahead and I put in the freezer for just about a minute or 2, just so that fat can really congeal up. So I went ahead and just put this in there so that fat could congeal just a bit. Now we're just going to slice it up just like this. I'm going to slice it just like this. And we're just going to chunk it. Alright, so to our pan here, we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to add our beautiful pancetta. And let this cook up just like this. And while that's cooking, we're going to chop up some fresh leeks. Now I'm going to make sure this is on about medium. We don't want this cooking up too fast. We don't want to burn it. Alright, so our leek, we're just going to chop in half. I went ahead and put it under some running water. There's a lot of sediment and dirt that gets in here. I'm going to go ahead and just chop this up just like this. Beautiful. We're going to add our leeks in our pan with our pancetta. Do just like that. Put our beautiful fresh leeks in there. Make sure we toss everything around. Right, and now it's time to add our pasta. So we want to make sure that we salt the water. take that, put our freshly homemade orecchiette in there, and our boiling water. Whoop, drop some. Beautiful. Give a little stir. Great. So now we are going to add our garlic in here. Just like this. We are also going to add some fresh peas. Peas in here. I love peas and pancetta together. And the leeks have a somewhat onion flavor to them, which I love as well. So just like this. Smells amazing. And add a little bit of pepper in here. As well as some salt. And also, to deglaze this pan, because we want those delicious little brown bits from the pancetta, I'm going to just take a little bit of white wine, do a little splash right in there, just like that. Give it a nice little stir. This pasta is going to be so good. And then we're going to finish it with some ricotta, and it's going to thicken it all up. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper flake in here for a little bit of spice. What's in here? I like it a little spicy. Yum. We are going to add just a little bit of lemon zest. This is going to really brighten it up. Put that right in there. That's a little tiny bit, just like that. I love adding a little bit of lemon zest to pastas. It really brightens up the flavor. Beautiful. Now I'm going to add a little bit of ricotta cheese. This is going to make a creamy sauce almost to it. There we go. It's going to melt down. It's going to be unbelievable. Let that melt down into that. Just like this. Now it is time to add our delicious pasta. It only needs about 3 to 4 minutes to cook because it is homemade. It's not dried at all. So we're just going to take our beautiful pasta, nice and al dente, right in here. The orecchiette is starting to float on the top too. That's when you know that it's done. Just like this. You want to get a little bit of that pasta water in there as well. Alright, there's the last of our pasta, and this smells absolutely heavenly. I'm going to mix it all together in here. Look at that. Beautiful. Just like this. You can't go to an Italian restaurant and get this good of food. Look at this. Alright, there we go. That looks amazing. I'm so excited right now. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put it on our plate. I'm going to put some Parmesan on the top. Look at this pasta. Let's see if I can get it on here without spilling it everywhere. It's heavy. Just like that. Look at that. Now that is molto bella. Oh my gosh. Heaven. Heaven. We're going to put some beautiful fresh Parmesan on the top. We're going to put a couple sprigs of some fresh basil on the top. Just kind of rough all over. Look at that. Now that is what I call a meal. I'm going to take a little bite here because I just can't wait. It is going to be so good. So good. I hope you like it.